The role of a salesperson isn't to find people who are interested. The role of a salesperson is to find people who are qualified. How do you prevent yourself from always hearing, I'm not interested, I'm not interested? How do you convert the I'm not interested objection to an opportunity and possibly to a close? In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through what you can do to handle this objection. My name is Iyore. I've trained about 23,000 salespeople across 5 countries: Nigeria, Ghana, USA, UAE, Rwanda. I won a sales competition where I was highest selling salesperson and I was sent for the World Cup for an all-expense paid trip as a reward. I also worked at an organization where I was able to bring in 21 high net worth individuals to the organization in a single month. I also grew a portfolio of $3.5 million to over $7 million in just 11 months, and I've been featured on a lot of media platforms to talk about successful selling. So in this session right now, I'm going to talk to you about how to prepare for the I'm not interested objection. When I say how to prepare, it's not like you always would have to experience it. Nevertheless, I'm just saying, what if it happens today? You may not have experienced it yesterday, but what if it happens today? It could also happen tomorrow. So the point is that it's always better to be prepared and the situation doesn't come than for the situation to come and you're not ready for that challenge. The other aspect we're going to look at is the techniques, right, to handle this. Then finally, I'll show you the ultimate way to move from not interested to a close. And I'm going to share with you some practical stories to address that. First of all, let's look at the preparation. I started at the beginning saying the role of a salesperson is not to find people who are interested. The role of a salesperson is to find people who are qualified. So in your mind, if somebody says, I'm not interested, that is not the issue here. That is not the issue here. It's not whether you're interested or not. You're not telling, of course, you're not saying this to the prospects. But in your mind, that's not the issue here. The issue is that I want to know if you're qualified. And that's why the statement, I'm not interested, should not deter you in any way. It should not stop you from moving. Still head forward towards the direction of the close. And I'm going to walk you through that as we go along. Now, this objection of I'm not interested, it comes up a lot of times when, imagine you're cold calling, trying to engage prospects over the phone, and you get on the phone with the person, and the person is trying to understand, where are you calling from? Yes, what's your company about? Okay, what do you offer? He's trying to insist. You're trying to ask for a meeting. You know, when you're cold calling, you're trying to get a meeting because you may not be able to close from the cold call to the sale. Because the person doesn't know you, hasn't seen you, doesn't know if you're a scam. You cannot send person your account details over the phone on a cold call and the person will pay. So you want to move from the cold call to a meeting. And in the course of trying to get that meeting, the person is wondering, why should I give you that meeting? Okay, what is this about? You now mention the product. The person says, I'm not interested, please. I'm not looking for that right now. Then the person says, oh. Another time you probably hear, I'm not interested, is maybe you're engaging prospects face to face. You haven't gotten deep into the conversation yet. However, the prospect got you to start to talk about maybe you even mentioned your company at the point of your introduction. And that's why sometimes we always tell our clients, when you introduce yourself, for example, there are people who sell insurance and they say things like, I work for XYZ Insurance. the moment the person hears insurance, it just closes him up. Or I work with XYZ real estate company. It shuts the prospect down. So sometimes when we tell our clients to introduce themselves, we always tell them, just mention the name of the company. Don't add the suffix or the last part, talking about whether you're a real estate company, insurance company, tech company. Just mention the name of the company. So that way, the curiosity door is still open. And it prevents them from just closing up and saying, I'm not interested. Because you know that there are people who say they're not interested. But in reality, they need that product or service at that time. Or they said they were not interested, yet they were in the market for that thing. It was just because for them, they didn't feel that was the best approach or the best way to get them to make a buying decision. So with this understanding, your goal is to make them feel comfortable enough so that you can be able to get them to take action and want to do business with you pretty much immediately. Now, the moment you're face-to-face with the prospects, you know the objection, I'm not interested, it drops significantly. It drops significantly. Your chances of hearing I'm not interested when you have gotten a meeting with your prospects, that the possibility of hearing that drops. So that means you're not going to hear it as much if you've gotten a meeting, if you're face-to-face with the prospect and you started the conversation. Now, if it's a cold call on the phone or a cold call face-to-face, you just met the person for the first time, you could hear that. But the moment you get in for the meeting, it's less. So that the context which I'm going to be sharing this with you, you would see how to apply this successfully. Oh, finally, in preparation, please know that rejection is normal, right? Prepare for the inevitable, which is there's a possibility that the person will not want to do business. You could feel rejected. Now, I'm not interested doesn't mean I'm not interested in you. Remember that. I'm not interested means I'm not interested in the product you're offering. It doesn't mean I am not interested in you. The person does not have any issue with you. I've seen cases where a salesperson somebody was trying to pitch to a prospect said he was not interested in the product, but eventually became interested in the lady or in the guy. So I want you to have that mentality. So in summary, for preparation, I said number one, understand where it comes in most times. It's at the initial stages of a cold call or a face-to-face engagement. I said number two, the moment you get a meeting, the chances of you hearing this drops significantly. So focus on trying to get meetings. Number three, understand that rejection is normal. He's not interested in the product, it doesn't mean he's not interested in you as a person. Then qualified, not interested. I told you we have to look for people who are qualified, not people who are interested. Now, here are the techniques you use to navigate this. When somebody says, I'm not interested. Sir, it's not like that now. You know, if I'm aware that you may not be interested because you've not heard about what we're offering. If you just give me 3 moments, I will show you why most of our best clients told us they're not interested. Yeah, they do business with us. So 2 things I've used here. Number 1, a playful tone. A playful tone. No, really, no, it's not. No. So you want to try that as much as possible. Then you want to use basic objection handling techniques, which is what I just did now, where I said, for most of our best clients, when I met them, they said they were not interested because they didn't have enough information. Can you just give me 2 minutes? Let me just walk you through. 2 minutes wouldn't be much. I'll just walk you through quickly what we do so that based on that, you can make a decision. And you'll really be able to tell if you're interested or not. What if this could be a great opportunity? Because some people have told us that this was one of their best opportunities. But imagine if they didn't listen to us. How would they have been able to handle that? So just give me 2 minutes. Let me just walk you through. If 2 minutes is too small for you, you can make it 4 minutes, right? But don't say things like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Don't make it generic. Use specific times, like 4 minutes, 30 seconds. So that's where the person knows that, wow, you're very accurate. Many years ago, I sent an email to a prospect, cold calling. And I said, just give me 4 minutes and we'll be able to walk you through. The man said, just come in for a meeting. Because I'm curious why you said exactly 4 minutes. Can you imagine that? So because when people say 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a minute is generic. But when you use odd numbers like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, just give me 6 minutes. Just give me 9 minutes. Why didn't you just jump to 10? That's why they want to do business with you or want to listen to hear you out. Now, when you've used this playful tone, please understand that sometimes you can even go as far as asking, okay, but sometimes someone says, I'm not interested, I already have one. Oh, but are you 100% satisfied with what you have now? 100% satisfied? You see that? Then you say, for most of our best clients, you're now going to objection handling technique again. So 2 things you want to take advantage of, your tone of voice, and use these objection handling techniques I have shown you here. Now, this takes me to the last part. The ultimate way, ladies and gentlemen, to move an uninterested prospect to becoming an interested prospect. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so beautiful. Many years ago, I sat in front of an aunt, a relative. Then when I sat in front of her, she just said, I was trying to sell her services. So she said, which organization? I mentioned it. I said, no. I don't do business with that particular organization. No. Don't worry. I'm not interested at all. She didn't even, you could tell that she had closed up. Now, watch what I did. And it's not as if it's not like I was doing it like a professional. It's just that I stumbled on these things. Right? So, actually, I read it in a book. I read it. So since she didn't want to listen to me, what I did was, I was trying to pack up my things, the documents and all the things I was packing up. And while I was packing them up, I started mentioning the features and the benefits of what we're offering. Now, when I was mentioning the features and the benefits, ladies and gentlemen, I started to give examples and scenarios of how it could benefit her. For example, I remember saying something like, anyway, when you get this particular service, I'm packing up my things, you'll realize that whenever you travel, at the lounge, instead of sitting at the airport there with all the heats, you have a special lounge for you where they'll attend to you specially, give you tea, give you food, everything you require. So, and it's free once you have access to this service. She says, wait, Are you telling me that? Now imagine, I was running through the features and the benefits, then I landed on this one. She now said, are you telling me that whenever I travel, all I need to do with this particular service, I'll have access to a lounge. When I get there, they'll attend to me. From there, they'll call my flights. I won't be bothered about my luggage or bothered about sitting in the crowd or in the heat. I say, yes, it's an exclusive lounge. You will have that. She says, really? Do you know that that day she signed up immediately? But initially, she said she was not interested. What changed? I didn't want to put her under pressure, so I acted like I was packing my things. Then I was using what we call descriptive scenarios of benefits. There's a difference between features and benefits, right? Features sell, benefits tell. Meaning, features talk about what the product has, benefits talk about what the product can do for the prospect. Now, when you're talking benefits to a prospect, it should be that you understand the prospect, what they do, what their lifestyle could be. Because this was an aunt, I already had an idea what she does. I already had an idea what her lifestyle is like. So I knew that she traveled a lot, or she travels a lot. So I could just be able to find how this could come in between her lifestyle and become a part of her lifestyle. So see how you can slot the benefits of your product in between the prospect's lifestyle so that it can become a part of their lifestyle. So don't sell and let the prospects do the thinking. Think on behalf of the prospects. Don't sell and let the prospect be the one to see how this product or service can meet their needs. Do that thinking on behalf of them and give scenarios so that they can, without doing any thinking, you just on a platter of gold drop the thoughts in their head. You drop the imaginations in their mind. And that way, you have reduced the effort and the time. See, the energy for this, there's an energy used for decision making. The energy for decision making is the same energy the prospect uses to process in their mind the pictures of what you are seeing. So when you're talking benefits to them, they are using that energy to create those images on their own of how this product is really beneficial to them. That same energy, they want to also use it to make a decision. So sometimes when they've used all their energy to process pictures of how this product can be of benefit to them, they won't have enough energy to process the decision to say yes to your product or service. So you want to make sure that all the energy they have, it is left for the decision to say yes to your service by making sure that you don't allow them use any energy when it comes to seeing in their mind how this product or service applies to them. Remember, when you hear words, you see pictures. When you hear words, you see pictures. Red car, you're seeing a red car now. Red Land Rover 2025, you're seeing something in your head. Because words create pictures. And the creation of pictures takes energy from you. So let them reserve that energy so that at the end they can make a buying decision. The final thing to do, when you meet somebody who says, I'm not interested, and you've used the objection handling technique I've shown you earlier, just go straight. I want to show you what they found. Just go straight and share testimonials. Man, ladies and gentlemen, testimonials are so powerful. Testimonials are so powerful. When you share testimonials with prospects, it makes them realize that it can be me. This could be me. For example, in church, we see people, maybe at a crusade or at an event, people will come to share testimonies and testify of how they got healed, or how their lives changed, or how growth happened. Then based on that, people now have faith to be able to believe and expect a miracle. When you share testimonials of people who have done business with you, they are before and they're after. Now, you just have to become an artist, a good storyteller. And there are parts of great storytelling, because you must be able to tell them how things were before and be able to tell them how things are right now. And you must be able to tell the stories or the testimonials with emotion and excitement. Then, in their minds, they'll be thinking, this could be me. Then you go straight for the close. I hope you've learned something today. How to handle the objection, I'm not interested. If you need to watch this video again, I will encourage you to please watch it again. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again in our next video. I'm sure that will be next week, Monday. Please remember to like, remember to share, remember to subscribe to our channel, and let others be a part of the good things you're enjoying. Thank you so much. I wish you a great weekend. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye then. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to hear from you. Please, you can drop a comment in the comment section below, or you can please tell me the part you like the most about the points we've heard today.